some mistakes that I've seen with new companies. Things are skyrocketing. They've got more cash than they've ever had. And the first mistake I see, they get the new RV, they get the new ATV, they get the new boat, and they forget about the business. Next thing you know, business isn't so good and they've got so much personal debt that they don't know what to do. That's a somber feeling. Oftentimes people have great ideas, but the financial acumen is not there. What's the rule in business? Cash is king, right? Some of the things that I feel are most important would be to establish a relationship with a banker. You don't just want a banker, but you want a partner in your business. Things that I've noticed or recognized that are important for young startup businesses are just simple banking basics, right? Checking accounts, savings accounts, being able to handle deposits, or being able to take care of your sales that you might have. How do you capture those sales? Maybe merchant processing, those types of things. Those are some of the basics that I feel like you need to have as young startup type businesses. As a banker, some of the things that I feel are most important for young startup businesses would be to establish a relationship with a banker, right? And that's hard to do. You're just starting out. I may not know a banker, but I would encourage you that as you are starting out a new young business, that you establish a relationship with your banker, okay? Now, why would you want to do that? Anybody? A little louder.
They're more likely to loan you money.
Okay, all right, more likely to want to loan you money. Money? Excellent, thank you. Go ahead.
They'd probably give you some good advice because of their experience.
Okay, excellent. I like that. That's fantastic. Both of those are two things that I've also got down and listed in my notes. Those are extremely important, right? One of the reasons too that I feel a relationship is necessary or important for a young business is because you need to be able to have a partner with you, right? To establish a partnership, you don't just want a banker, but you want a partner in your business. Your business should be very important to you, something that you need to move forward, right? You're not just going through a process just to have fun, although it should be fun, but you need to have a partner, somebody that you can rely on to help you with tough decisions, to help you advance to the next stage, to maybe scale, to improve efficiencies, whatever, but you need a trusted partner, right? And it's key to have trusted in there. How do you establish trust with your banker? A couple of things that come to mind with establishing trust with your banker would be to be open with them, be honest with them, right? Share with them the good that's happening in your business. Share with them the negative or the bad that might be happening too, right? And then let them know of your vision, what you want to see in the next 3 years and probably the next 5 years, okay? Have a plan in place and share with them your vision. That helps them to maybe better understand your priorities, where you want to be with your business in a certain time frame. And they'll be able to better navigate, they'll be better able to understand your business and help you with those types of things that you're involved with. But so share with them the good things and the bad things, right? Because it's not always just perfect, and that's okay. It's a young startup business and you're trying to grow, you're trying to enhance things, and they can help you do that. One of the mistakes that I see young businesses are maybe not understanding their financials very well, and they might make the mistake of what we call as lenders a matching principle, which is different than the accounting equation of the matching principle. but it's simply matching up, say, a long-term asset with long-term financing. Oftentimes somebody may finance a long-term asset, say a piece of equipment that has a useful life of say 10 years, and they want to try to pay that off in 1 or 2 years. What do you think that does to a young business? Go ahead.
I was saying that it puts unnecessary.
Okay.
Because it's like you have the equipment and you budgeted for it for that long. I mean, if you're already, I don't know. To me, it just doesn't really make sense right there where you can put it to others that would help.
Fantastic. Was there another answer here too? No? Okay, great answer. That's perfect. Yeah, cash is what? What's the rule in business? Cash is king, right? Cash is king. So especially for a young startup business, right? Cash is king. So if you're sinking all of your cash into a payment that should be spread out over time, you're really harming your cash flow, right? So you want to try to match those things up, and if it's a long-term asset, you spread that out over time so that you can recoup as much cash as possible, right? Maybe some other mistakes that I've seen over the years are maybe poor financial planning, which was referenced about budgeting, right? You talked about budgeting. Budgeting's extremely critical. If I'm looking at somebody coming in for a new startup business, and I'm going to ask them too along the lines with budgeting, but okay, what's your plans? You know, do you have a business plan? Have you thought it out? And then how are you going to execute that plan? What are you going to do? Sounds like a great plan, but how are you going to execute it, right? That should all be part of your business plan. Projections, extremely important, because that's kind of that's your business template, if you will. Kind of how you're going to, again, accomplish the tactics, and it gives you kind of a roadmap, right? Without projections, you don't have a roadmap to help you stay the course, to know where you should be in that year 1, year 2, year 3, whatever it may be. But solid projections, looking through those, making sure they're realistic. Not just a kind of a pie in the sky number, but coming up with realistic projections, extremely important. Some mistakes that I've seen with new companies, they start up and things are going extremely well. They might be in year 1, starting year 2, and things are skyrocketing. They've got more cash than they've ever had. And the first mistake I see is they start spending for personal property items, personal type things. They get the new RV, they get the new ATV, they get the new boat, and they forget about the business. But they've got all these things afforded to them now that they think are grand, and then they forgot to pay attention to the business, which has afforded them those things to begin with. Next thing you know, business isn't so good, and they've got so much personal debt that they don't know what to do. That's a somber feeling when you do not know what to do. So for starting up, man, have that budget. You pay yourself a certain salary and that's it, right? Any excess cash you're putting away in your rainy day fund in whatever, because you want this business to last. Not just for the first few years, but you want it to last, lifetime, whatever it may be. Maybe you want your kids to be involved down the road, or grandkids, whatever. So it's got to last, right? It's the most important thing that you're involved in and doing. So be careful with those things. Budget, take care of the business first, okay? Personal stuff comes after that. Get to know everything and anything, right? Whether it's about your specific product or something that you want to launch, or business in general. Oftentimes people have great ideas and can manufacture something or build something, but the financial acumen is not there. So understanding that, to me, would be extremely important. Understanding how an income statement works, a balance sheet, cash flow statements. those 3 statements alone will really help. That's huge, right? I've got a couple of daughters that went in the cosmetology side of things, right? They can do hair, they can do nails, fantastic. The business side, they don't really understand that. So that's something they didn't learn in their cosmetology side of things that they're learning and picking up now, right? So just understanding those things are really important. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for letting me come and participate. So thank you.